Hello my lovelies, Stator, Rob here at Kickback Garage. Well, as you can see, I have removed my RT240 engine. That needs a full overhaul, and could be interesting. Grab a coffee and we'll take a look at it. Right, so here's my cask case up on my fantastic JB Fabrications engine stand, and what I've decided to do with this, I'm going to change the gearing a little bit. I am going to change the both the crankhouse seals. I think I'm going to change the reeds. It's done quite a few miles. I think I worked it out to about 20, somewhere between 22 and 25,000 kilometers, which is a bit for a little shopping trolley. So just while I've got everything out here, I'm gonna change the seals. I'm gonna change the rings, check the barrel. I'm gonna change the reeds because that's also a thing that can break. They're now, is it 3 seasons old? I haven't had any problems whatsoever with this engine. But before I start, I have to show you the weather. Right, let's have a look. I actually have problems today opening my garage door because there's so much snow and wind, and it was like sort of raining as well. They've got water in the lock, and I couldn't fit the key in there, so I was messing around quite a bit trying to get in here today. But let's go and have a look at the weather. As you can see, my poor car. We've actually shoveled here, so we've got about 2 foot of snow, and we got that in the space of about 5 hours. So it's a bit chaotic, and it's really cold. Right, let's crack on. I'm trying to position the tripod here so that you can have a peekaboo at the engine here. There you go. That's good. So first thing I want to do is I have removed the 3 screws on the stator, and because I haven't got a mag house, I can just remove the whole shabumble here with like this plate, and that reveals my flywheel side seal. Like I said, this one is, when did I build this engine? I think it's 3 seasons ago. This will be the 4th year. So just to be safe, there's no point. I mean, it's really easy to get to when it's in the engine, but I was just thinking, while I've got it out, I'm going to do everything properly. So what I need to do to remove this is find a little pick. Pick in Norwegian means something completely different. I've actually got a little array of picks. What I'm going to try and do is stab it and pull it out if I can. It'd be very nice if I could do that without scratching the sealing surface of the. It's just been stuck in here so long that is pretty hard. I might actually have to prise that out with a little screwdriver. Right, I sort of destroyed the inner lip on the top there so I could get a bigger screwdriver in, and now I can prise that seal out. There we go. Nice. Right, that was the seal fit. I've just replaced my little holder for the stator, and I'm just going to use a little bit of, if I can find it, a little bit of blue Loctite on the stator plate again. On these, it's the same screws. The stator plate and this flange are both held down with the screws to the stator. I just made some marks on the stator there, so I don't have to time it up again, and that's saves me a little bit of a job. Right, let's have a look at the other side. Before I open this up, we get shit all over the place. I'll just give it a quick brush down. I'll probably clean these cases a little bit once I've split it. It's just I don't want loads of crap. It's just like road debris. I give it a bit of a clean before I refit it, I think. I'm taking off the cylinder as well, so I don't want all that crap going in down the barrel. That's one thing I see commented on the internet quite often, is that you shouldn't use nylock nuts on the chain case. But what I have found, at least, is if you basically, nylocks are the easiest nut for me to get hold of here. My local shop has them in like boxes of 200. And I swap them out every time I have the chain case off, which in the case of this isn't very often. But as long as you use a stronger type Loctite on your studs, then you're not going to be pulling out the studs out of the case. I see the argument, I just haven't had that problem. Oh, what if I just open it up like this? Have I forgot a screw? No, I haven't. Oh, come on. Get up, you little bugger. It's stuck on the end there. You should never be tempted to open up your cases with a screwdriver, because then you knacker the sealing surface. Oh, I think it's stuck in the dowel. Oh, come on, you little bugger. Ha. It just needs a wiggle. There we go. There she is. Wasn't really expecting anything spectacular or untoward here. It all looks the same as when I buttoned it down. So the reason why I've got this chain case open now is because I am going to adjust my gearing slightly. I'm running a Custom Performance 5-speed gearbox in this, and recommendations for the RT are 4/8 final, and the TS1 that I've got is road tuned with a stroked crankshaft, 60 by 110, and I have a lot more fun on that. And the funny thing being is we had both of these on the dyno when we was in Oslo, and this got a couple of horses more than the TS1. And the TS1 is on a close ratio gearbox, Custom Performance. And on that one, I am running, what is it again? 46/18. And that gives me a final ratio of 4.9. And this one is running 47/18, which gives me a final ratio of 4.8, which is really should be sort of bob on. The only thing is I use that more as a bit more as an overdrive. And with the hills and the wind and luggage on the scooter, I'm finding that I'm not using fifth gear as much as I want to. So it depends what you really want. I don't do a lot of motorway miles. So what I've decided to do to try and make it, because on my KTM, when I change the sprockets, I fit on a different sprocket set, because those things are geared to like 210 kilometers an hour or something like that. And it turned it into something a little bit more fun, a little bit quicker off the mark. So the only way that I found out that I can do that really is I could go for a smaller sprocket on the front, but that gives me 5.1, which I reckon will be too revvy for this motor. And if I just want to go up one step from 4.8 to 4.9, then I have to change the basket on the LTH clutch. Problem being, the LTH clutch baskets, they're out of stock all over the place. And then I was considering going for a BGM Super Strong, which I quite like as well. I've got that in the TS1. Only difference between that and the LTH is that the BGM Super Strong, that is slightly harder at the lever compared to the LTH with just 5 springs in. So I could take some springs out of that, but it's not really a problem because I've fit a caster side case to the TS1, and that means that the lever's really light feel anyway. The problem there was that they were empty for 46. So what I ended up doing, I put this out on the interwebs, and I sold it here in Norway, and I bought a completely new LTH clutch with 46 teeth. The only thing I see now is I think I need a different chain. While I am on the subject of transmissions, did you see one of the latest videos from the boys at ShedTune? That is a really interesting video. He was at... That's handy. Those little things. The little things in life. Yeah. He was at AF Race Speeds and looking at the new clutch from AF Race Speed, the 8-speed one. Looks like a fantastic bit of kit, and the price wasn't too bad either if you compare it to all these other super clutches. So it'd be really interesting to see how that thing fares. I think they look like they've done a really good job. A very sympathetic, knowledgeable chap he interviewed as well. Fascinating stuff. It's just a shame they haven't got that internet presence that we foreigners really need when we're trying to buy stuff. And I'm pretty sure if I sent them an email or something, they'd send me one. But yeah, I think they look really good. Right, and I'm going to change this seal. See if this one is behaves a little bit better. Yeah, it does. Behaves a little bit better than the other side. It's just a case of popping it off and fitting a new one. Saves you a lot of hassle trying to split the crankcase. And there she is. Job done. Right. Yeah, it goes to show I actually need a new chain. Because for some strange reason, wonderful reason, I am running 83 chain and I need an 82. So what I decided to do is take off the top. I've just loosened it. Oh shit, don't throw those screws away, Rob. So that's what the head looks like. A little bit of build up there. Plug looks a bit manky. Maybe you should change that. But that looks all right. Oh, there we go. Okay. First off, so my biggest worry really, because I run without a filter, was the barrel. And barrel doesn't look too bad. You can see where, because it's stroked, I've got a bit of a step there, right on the top. So when I measure the rings on this one, I'm going to have to make sure I'm past the step there. So that the... but it doesn't look like I've worn through the Nika seal, and I've not got any really bad stripes there, so that's usable. So that's nice. That was my biggest worry, really. And a bit of wobbly cam for the piston. Doesn't look too bad. A bit of cork build up on the top there. I think I'll whip that off. That gudgeon pin was a bit tight to get out. Another thing that I bought is a new small end bearing. It's such a cheap part, there's not really any point not swapping those out. It doesn't look too bad. But yeah, I've got a new one. Right, so this is the interesting bit. I have fit my ring deep in the barrel, so I'm past that edge. And I've actually come to the conclusion that I can get... My eyes are failing me. Max recommended, according to Stickies, Max recommended ring gap is somewhere between 0.6 millimeter, and I can just about slide this through, and that is 0.85. It's actually amazing that this thing, I haven't had any problems with it starting or anything. So, yeah. Definitely not a wasted job swapping my rings out. But this has done 18,000 is probably a bit too much. Right, it's been a week since I started shooting this video, and we have now got outside about 1.5 meters, 6 foot of snow, and this morning it is minus 22 degrees in the garage, so I don't really want to stay out here too long. So I'm just going to give you a bit of a I'm going to have to knock this on the head, but I'll give you a bit of a surmise of what I've decided, what I've done, and what I've decided. We'll throw it here. I mean, minus 22. That's actually pretty cold, even for me. And my little oven there, struggling away. I mean, it's barely getting it up to another degree. I just can't feel my fingers. It's unbearable being in the garage. But anyway, what I've decided to do, or what I have done, is I so that I can play with lots of gears. When I ordered the chain, I ordered an 82 chain. I also ordered a 47 tooth crown wheel for my new LTH clutch, and that means that I can go all the way from 4.6 through in increments 4.6, 4.71, 4.82, 4.9 blank, and 5. What was it? 498 it is, I think it is, and 5.1 with the combination of the gears and the clutch basket. But yeah, so I can really play with the gears this season, because I've got all the combinations there just by buying the basket, which was actually not too bad. It means I've sort of got 2 clutches in one. The basket itself I paid €130 from LTH, and I'm waiting for that, and the chain. But I'm going to stick with the combination that I said earlier in the video, and if that doesn't turn out, I can actually lower it or higher it as I wish and deem. One thing I'd like to do, really, because this is sort of a high wear or a high mileage motor, I mean, there's no visible signs of cracks or anything like that on the piston. But I really, actually, while I've got everything apart, I would have liked to change the piston. But nobody seems to have a B grade Reed 70. Oh, that's so cold to hold. I've just got to put that down. Oh, my goodness. I'd really like to have had a new piston in this, but yeah, nobody's got them in stock. Cass Performance hasn't got the Cass Performance ones in stock, and BGM hasn't got the BGM ones in stock, and neither has Mark Broadhurst or any of the likely lads in the B. I've got a B cylinder. So what I thought I'd do, I'll knock this on the head so you can get out some content. And I'll put this back together. Apparently it's going to be a little bit warmer in a week's time or so. And so I'll do that. I'll wait a week. I'll get those parts. I'll put this motor together and throw the engine back in my Series 2. And I'll see you all in the next one when we make a start. Hopefully, if it isn't too cold, we'll make a start on the original TV 175. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Ta-ra!